Oh, some good old man noises for you this morning. Well, hey guys, how's it going? This week I'm on a little staycation, so I decided to film at my local park today. But today I want to go over some of the 5 best accessories I have found for this little guy right here, the DJI Pocket 3. The utility that you get out of this camera is already amazing, but then you add on these accessories and you can do so much as a content creator, filmmaker, whatever you want to call yourself. If you're just starting out, I think you should get this camera before you get a lot of other cameras, mainly because it teaches you how to be a better videographer. When I use cameras that are very limited, such as this, it teaches me how to use means I don't have to get around the fact that I have these limitations. So for instance, the biggest limitation with this is you're not going to be able to zoom into anything. So you have to find ways to film things to where you're not limited. So obviously zooming is a big limitation of this camera, so you're gonna have to walk into your shot or find a way to get close to your shot, whether it's using light poles, boom poles, whatever. I think this camera is a must-have for this year, next year, all the years to come. So I do believe it is smart to invest in this camera and to get accessories for this camera to get as much out of it as you can. So let's get into those accessories. So the first one I want to talk about is one I've already talked about in other videos. It's kind of the common sense accessory to use if you're going to use this camera, and that is ND filters. So ND filters are like sunglasses for your camera. And why you need these is because your camera likes to offset super sunny conditions by boosting up your shutter speed. With a high shutter speed, your video is going to look very stiff, almost too crisp in a way to where you're not going to see a lot of motion blur. But motion blur is what we want because it looks the most natural. So with the ND filter, you're actually going to have a lower shutter speed, which is going to give you the video that you want to see. Now with these ND filters, they're so easy to use. All you do is snap them to the lens of the Osmo Pocket 3 and you're ready to roll. So next up, I want to talk about this right here. This is a Osmo Pocket 3 expansion mount. What this allows you to do is place this right on the Pocket 3, and then you can use the cold shoe adapter and as well as the GoPro mount for any kind of action camera use. I have found a multitude of ways to use this so far. I think my favorite part on this is definitely the cold shoe mount, because I can then attach a microphone receiver to this very safely, as opposed to just sticking it in the back of the USB-C port, which I always thought was a little risky because it can come loose or it can fall out and you lose all your audio right there, and that's just not something that we can deal with right now. So I am happy that there is a mount here, and so far since I've been using this seems to secure the receiver pretty well, and I haven't had any issues since. The next must-have accessory is definitely going to be a microphone of some type. Now, the creator combo for the DJI Pocket does come with a DJI mic version 2. Here I have the 1 because I just already had these and I didn't feel the need to pay an initial $100 to get a microphone I already had. Unfortunately, my version does not connect Bluetooth to this, which I do think would be a lot easier to use, but I already had these mics, didn't feel like paying the extra money, so there you go. I think microphones are such a big part for this camera because that truly sets this pocket camera apart from any other type of action camera, any other type of pocket camera, because the features on this camera are already amazing. But then you put the ability to put microphones, especially Bluetooth microphones with the creator combo. It kind of gives you a lot of versatility and you can do so much more with this. And if you're using the DJI mic setup, you can do more than one microphone, and that makes it easier for you doing interviews with this camera. I think it's just a beautiful package. And I know it's not just DJI microphones that work with this camera. I'm pretty sure you can use Rode microphones or other different versions. I just like to promote DJI because I already own them, and I think these mics are fantastic. Even the version 1s, the internal record sets these apart from most other brands. And I just think they're compact, they're small, they're easy to use, they come in a rechargeable case. What's not to love about these? So a newer accessory I've bought recently is this right here. This is a strap mount, or a clip-on mount, I guess you could say. But basically the main purpose of this is to stick it on a backpack strap or any kind of strap of some sorts. And it's gonna stick there pretty secure with these teeth that it has. But another secret feature of this one particular is the magnetic grip it has in the back. I've placed this on magnetic poles, refrigerators, you name it. This thing sticks right there to it, and your Pocket 3 is going to stay secure. And I think it's great because the utility you get out of this is phenomenal. Not only can you use the backpack shot for vlogs or any kind of like POV shots, but the magnetic use means that you can kind of mount this anywhere you want as long as there's some magnetic source. All right guys, so the fifth accessory I want to show you in this video is a car mount. Now, a reason you want a car mount to use with your Pocket 3 is because you're going to get some really unique angles that you can't get with most action cameras and even a mirrorless camera on top of a car mount. And the reason for that being is, of course, the gimbal that is on the Pocket 3. If you use the Mimo app that comes with the DJI that you can get on your phone, tablet, what have you, you can actually operate the gimbal remotely. So say you're in the cab of the car, but your camera is mounted to the back. You can actually manipulate your gimbal to follow, say, a car that is following behind you and keep it in frame, come up with some really creative changing lane shots. I've actually seen a lot of people in the car space on YouTube use a Pocket 3 to come up with some really creative footage that almost looks like it's shot by a professional commercial set with professional cameras, professional rigging, and all it is was just a Pocket 3 and the Mimo app and a car mount. So I think you guys should definitely get a car mount for your Pocket 3s and come up with some really creative uses for it. Now, a quick disclaimer, please make sure that someone is driving for you if you are using it while in a moving vehicle. Please don't try to operate this while you're operating the vehicle. It's no good for anyone. We don't want anybody getting into wrecks to get some creative shots. Please be safe, please be responsible. Just get a buddy of yours to drive you around while you use it. I promise it's a lot of fun, but please be safe. Well, there you go, guys. That's 5 accessories that you should buy if you have an Osmo Pocket 3. Now, there's tons more accessories out there, so don't limit yourself to just 5. If you liked any of the accessories that we covered today, I will have links down below for you to check out. And as always, if you could, please leave a like on the video to help out the algorithm. And if you want to check out more of my videos to come, please hit the subscribe button below. Now, I do have another trick for you to use your Pocket 3 with. It can be an accessory to your computer if you just check out this video.